understood, uh, then then nothing can be gone against your mind. Uh, then your mind becomes controllable under your control and become sublime and calm. Uh, our mind is too light and uh, too easy to get distracted. As I said earlier, that it can be gone anywhere it wants, anywhere it remember. So therefore, bringing under control the mind would be the nice practice of any meditation.
Simply one level there, that can't keep it away. Around to sim leg body. They are never chevo chuna and yomong bear. The name Frankie, big one cheva. Check we are the chevo chuna and the sun. Sim doing yamle, combat yamle chevo. And the combat kaya, around com capture, they are of it. Around the easy cannot legs set. Did they jig me you and damare? Quite surely you are. So what the Kadasana Lubugi, Hulusiasm, the Chashik, Lugi, Kashi should the same in Nalo, and then legs should go. Same in Nala, Shulu, there was Chuna, Yomon Baki, Minevish Gugari, Shina and Jishan Hall. Jisha Chuna. Any garage that's simply so young by one Mandroya, simply Yamandi, Nadia, Cherina, and they were net to the air, and some do what they want there, like a city, perfect in the tennis, Hinacha to
the last line of the shloka for the verse reads, "The control mind brings happiness." And in this regard, one should not meditate for the sole purpose of relax of your physical body. However, one should rather than you should focus on your mind getting relaxed from disturbing by the afflictive emotions and so forth. You should try to get stabilized of the practice of shamatha, which means to be stable, get stable your mind on one pointedness, and so that would be the ultimate purpose of the practice of meditation. The meditation should not only be practice for relaxing your body. Of course, it's a part of the getting relaxed your body is a part of meditation. However, the focus should be met on relaxing your mind and bring the mind in control.
Some do what they want to sang it in the day, just soon a young, Tangma, then a door to some damn pamjak, then a Dichini, then a neck of the tattoo with the one, damage to soon guy. The young condition was that she won't get it to young Yomon when you Yomon was when you think this Dunga. Sinjan Tamsi Dunga, you have Jombatia. Then he would jump this the way you have
to. The teaching that Buddha gave was for the benefit for the all sentient beings of the six realms. The benefit of the temporary and the benefit of ultimate. That is the teaching that was taught by Buddha to benefit the sentient beings. earlier I explained why Buddha taught like 4,000 heaps of the teaching, because he did teach it to eliminate the suffering of the sentient beings, those in the 6 realms. That is the reason why he taught the 84,000 teachings of the Buddha.
In this one, 상계 정된 얘기는 손에 이번지야 미제신 개업 부분 소바지 랑게선의 용기 딘 상계 남바인 선쟁기 팬들이야 디야 상계기 담바 팀마도 현요마 상계기 잡아야 선쟁 ter마도 요마 디인도 나란도 진짜에서 만났던 자와도 그랬으나 이렇게 기득 방랑
Buddha says, said that now do not commit any misdeeds, accumulate merits or the virtues fully, tame your mind. This is the teaching of the Buddha. So when we talk about the teaching of the Buddha, why he did give these teachings, he gave because to get all sentient beings free from their sufferings. Without the teaching of the Buddha, of course, there's no possibility of getting free from the mental or physical illnesses that sentient beings suffer. Therefore, the main purpose of the teaching of the Buddha that he gave is to liberate the sentient beings from their suffering. And the activities of the Buddha, whatever he performed, is only for liberating the sentient beings from their suffering. There could not be any other activities that is not related to the benefit of the sentient beings.
저는 디바치양 대차신 수고야 김사 가르사나. 근데 디바 메기와 디기 얘는 제부대가 가서 동행 지키는 디인주 아니 디바치양 대차신 승전 탐세 대화도 구유도 아니 이 동행이 규디 아니 빵 아니 개와 무슨 소바지 김장 가르사나 말아도 산디 나로기 진 이 부품 소바 차와람로 요야 가르이네야 랑기 디냐라 근데 지 계절 개베지 제부기 인터넷 산디나 차와람로다 데리 부품 소바 요야 디 개와 부품 소바 제수 디 인주 아니 두녀빵 아니 기디 빵하게 하네 아니 라인이 메시지 지진이 기자와지 또
when we talk about not committing any misdeeds, means that we should abstain of doing any wrongdoing, which can be resulted suffering. The cause of the suffering is, of course, misdeeds or non-virtue. So therefore, it is important to abandon or give up indulging in doing misdeeds or non-virtue. That is the reason why Buddha said, do not commit any misdeeds. And when we talk about accumulating the ideal virtues or accumulating virtues fully, it should be understood in terms of the temporary and ultimate benefit of one's life. When we practice accumulating merits, and of course the result will be nice for our life of this and the life of next to come. And so His teaching was given only for the people or the sentient beings who suffer from the different miseries, and he given this teaching in order to liberate those sentient beings who are ignorant and suffer from these sufferings.
그래서 랑게 셈이 용수 뒤는 상계 때문에 인수 이나로 셈주 완전 대원 연수 칸이 내가 저 셈주 코스요로 다 랑게 셈이 용수 뒤 상계 때문에 인수야 지판에 아니 나도 삼로 띵사 삼로 삼이나 랑게 셈이야 랑규게 셈이 묘모가 뒤니 묘몽배 랑기 수 빅주 마주 버체 묘몽배 파디야 내가 되는 상계 때문에 인스 진짜 지라 랑규 주야게 그 상계기 때문에 인라 언제 sem쟁이 전시야야 대유요 이마도 상계 좀 내기 때문에 저디 수기요 마도 당연한 저게 그러나 삼루스당 그래서 망부지 가족 개도 막 붙이기요. 가족 간주 개조 제야지 소사 디장이 자와지를 자세지. 이는 이 제백qabla 랑게 셈이다 마테르체스 랑게 셈이 뒤야가 내가 랩토고요나 아니지 내도 누구요래 계속 빈만내 봐라 칸에 만에 누구요나 가족 개도 셈이 내가 지금 지게 요하는데 이내 전체 셈집에 관계 낙티가다 제마토나 근데 네 kom시인다고 지기 즉 리숑 kom시인다고 지기 수수인다고 지마도 내들을 고요만 다가 신기 중국 지나서 신경도 망고지 셔야 돼 롬망고 때야 돼 패지 간주스 가글로베 지세계야 탑업 매비 있나야 디세제 연전지其实有些人嘛，你看那个推军细心推军的呢，这个老庄的咱们让个细心的生意套了，生就干来图个人呢，俺们的查上不去过吧？也蛮难嘛，我的个吃原点这个现在这个嘛到这个，你的三个两百银是那个的，但。lakcha dabaji chue shaya da pa de shaya lakcha dabaji de ma do thangi kiran su sam dambi na de to bu na ba sosa dibja si jig de ba ye na no sim ju che ran yu da je ya di ni zu loga da pa de do ba ye sama gi ro ma yo ganga be ya wa je je ha ko ba ani xin yo lo ju xia che ba sam ba guan ba 이게 소소도 대바 소소도 남도 소소도 와 원바디 나는 신내 에는 심 비야가 되기로 와 이제 키나스 냠네 제가 먹으시 요 디나라 랑 심 비야 디나는 냠 뭔데 투가 쳐투고요 네 맞나 가가지 시요 거라가는 직 가족 교수시야 직 결혼시야 직 선지기 테스기 개개 파제시야 다는데 시야 직 부지 간데나 내 간데기요 와 디케 참지 din sange temba ni rang sim ni yong din sange temba yin se ye kwa ya ko chile wa de peke
tame your mind. The third line of the shloka is associated with the last line of the verse that we have in the text, which reads, the control mind brings happiness. When you're able to control your mind, then it brings happiness. When the afflictive emotion is there in our mind, then there's not possible of calm mind or happiness mind that one would have. Uh, and when we talk about the uh, teaching of the Buddha, the last line in the shloka, it is also related uh, to the mind training that one should practice. When your mind is trained, fully pacified, and is not disturbed by afflictive emotions, that can be explained as the teaching of the Buddha. Normally, we do lots of chantings, recitation of mantras, and going around the temples and so many other things. These are good in terms of practicing Dharma. However, the most important thing is to practice your mind, train your mind. If you fail to train your mind, then the secondary practices such as chanting mantras, recitation of the sutras, and so forth are not that much helpful to your practice. Therefore, practicing mind training is something to be considered as the main practice of our day-to-day life. And many of you are well educated in terms of learning the different types of taxes taxes. However, if you cannot comply that knowledge with your understanding or training of your mind, then the knowledge that you obtain from reading texts and so forth will remain just as a knowledge or theoretical understanding. It does not help you to develop your mind, which leads to enlightenment. So therefore, you need to focus on bring together the understanding and the training of your mind together. That would be worth that would be worthwhile to study and practice the different texts. And the essential in short word, the essential practice would be the mind training. No matter how are you educated, how mastery you gain reading the texts and learning different sutras. The important thing is to relate your knowledge and your practice. If these two go together, then that would be the meaningful life you can lead. And one should not just study and practice the sutras in order to get free from the obstacles and obstructions on the path. Rather, one should try to study and practice in order to develop one's mind. That would be the meaningful time and energy you can spend with doing your practice.
디기 되는 디신이기 대화 좋아 제가 냐라 되는 아니 샘 대화디 당고의 대화디 편 둘배가라 친구의 대화 디코라지나기 대화스 닝다가 맞아지기 알아서는 주슈룸 나시에베나 안디 줄베 동에다 개발 주식 동에게 당신지가 맞아지 대화스 닝다가 제가 맞아 오늘 따야 요 동에를 동에기 아니 유에스는 개발 주식 동에 쳐봐 친구들 대화스야 나디기 대화디 되네 내가 새 주고야 개침으로도 새를 개베이나 아니지 동해가 담기마도 아니 저나디 생기 대화가 친구의 대화 예술에 가는 생기 대화지 개침부 이번 저는 아주 다 주로 거기를 때배가라 아메리카스 나도 상말로 하고 아메리카스 벤처 야게 전부는 남원들 좋아 이제 디나다 소와 사규 tunju 매번 잡을 요 말와 다 가시 이제 강과매년 사규로 비도한테 요래 이내야 지단기 망치 셰비나 짐의 셰비나 다 야게 전부 계급들이 디나로에 아니 미사모로 가보기 무시고야 제가 이내 딜 도움니 나는 아주 릴리로지 bus station 지치는 민간가 도루 대교로 탄셰 대교로 야무기 현지에 요마다 아니 제가 아프리카 나라가 판도 tikta singada damada tab shogo tab tele mamolodo tab dwal mangje menana se tenyero redo mangje temara se ida samola ha buji kangala part ho ja ma do dong den chetan France nalo sempat iwichi de doa ribu kangye yo doa so kangye yo de ine jadi 생기 대화를 개념 못해 대화면은 그냥 아니 리뷰 대화 이거 말에 근데 자만으로 아메리칸 나라 캘리포니아 다니 가지 시리 셈 마대와 셈을 교환 포인트 캘리포니아 나라 미 자타면 미 자진 이슈 셈정 자다 디제도 아메리카게 프로선 베라 돌아 통줄다네 Mangutana that is a same come required the Manguji like a chior.
When we talk about happiness, it can be categorized into two. The happiness we get from the external objects, and the happiness we find in our own. In our mind. Comparing these two, the inner quality, the happiness that we have in our mind is more can be considered the most important. The happiness we gain from the external objects is subject to be changed. It can be changed in any condition. When a condition is met, then it is bound to be changed. So therefore, one should focus on the inner happiness that can be found only in our mind. Happiness can also be categorized as the happiness of temporary and the happiness of ultimate. So when we talk about the ultimate happiness, it can also be related to the happiness that we have in our mind. The happiness we get from the objects, external objects, is bound to be changed, which it can be explained as the suffering of change. when we talk about the three types of sufferings. So therefore, the focus that we have to make is to gain the inner happiness, which can be last for long, which is the genuine happiness we can consider it. The happiness that we gain from the external objects is of course is the nature of change. For example, the happiness we get from money is subject to be changed or bound to be changed. And this is how we need to be understood the importance of the inner happiness. For example, America, the United States of America is known for its economy, it is power, and it is development and so forth. However, when we try to find out the people's mind, the condition of the people in terms of the inner quality, I noticed that this is quite poor. People are so tired. People seem so in stress. When we travel by train, travel by buses, and we can find the people in the bus look tired and look weary and sad and exhausted. Where in Africa, people, the African nation is not known for its economy and power. However, people look so happy. Most of them are farmers who grow potatoes and other vegetables. They look so happy and always smile on their faces. They might have physical, how should I say, physical weary. However, their mind is always happy, and smiles can be seen on all the faces of Africans. Last year, when I visited California in United States of America, I heard that 20% of the people out of 100 are suffering of stress and anxiety.
California
State. In the California state of the US, the 20% of the people out of 100 is suffering of stress and anxiety. So therefore, the inner quality or the happiness that we should have in our mind is more to be rated, or more to be considered, or more to be focused rather than the happiness we get from the external objects.
Simjuan Dewan is Simjuyagi, Dewan Deyashi, Simjuya, and Damanda Chilakaman, Damanda Chilora, Hashi Damanda Chilor, Yinan Jik, Siena Chitan, Narazumizo, and Dujun Choshi Chiati, a Kachamuji. And Dujun Choshi Navina, and Kaduyina, and then send with the water and Tuya Mevati. The dinner, and then